So you might be wondering how I expect you to complete a design of a robot on a Google Doc. What you can do is click in the area where you want to create your design, go up to the tab that says Insert, and if you click on the word Drawing and go over to where it says New, it allows you to complete your drawing here. So up here we have some different basic shapes. So if I click on my shape here, I can click a rectangle for my body. So I might click this and create a long metallic looking body. And I want it to be metal, so I'm going to make it gray because metal is going to be better for a chef because then it's easy to clean. It doesn't melt from the heat, and it's a nice, strong, sturdy structure. But I want to have a head, so I'm going to go back to my shapes. I'm going to pick a circle. And again, I'm going to create my circle here that is going to attach to the top of my robot. And it's also going to be gray, so it matches and looks like a piece of metal. And then I want to create arms for my end effectors. So over here we have a line, and if you click this drop down arrow, it allows you to do different types of lines and even just a scribble. So since I want to just do my own thing, I'm going to click scribble, and then I'm going to draw kind of a wavy looking arm that goes like this. And it doesn't look great at the moment because it's so skinny and it's kind of hard to see. So if I go up here, I can change the thickness of my line where it says line weight. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to make it 8. And again, I want my end effector arm to match the metal of my structure. So I'm going to change the color of my line to that gray to match the rest of it. And you can see I picked I think that's the wrong color, gray. Not that it really matters, but I like it to be precise. So I put mine over here. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go back to my select tool so that I can move it to where I want it since I didn't draw it perfectly. And then so that I don't have to make these over and over, I can actually just do Control C, which is copy, and Control V, which is paste, to make lots of arms that I can then use as end effectors. If I want to rotate it, I can turn it so that my end effectors aren't going to bump into each other. So that's how we create those. And then if I want to import an image, let's say I'm not very good at drawing and there's no way I'm going to be able to draw a Roomba to put down here underneath my robot for its movement and to vacuum up things. So if you come to this little tab that has what looks like a little mountain and says image, if you click on that, you can actually search the web. So if I go over here to search and I just type in Roomba, it will come up with different images of Roombas that are free for me to use. So I'm going to click on this first one, and you can see that it's highlighted with blue, and then I say select, and it will put it on the page for me. Now that is way too big, so if I click and drag, I can make it smaller so that it will fit underneath my robot here. Now the only problem is it's a little too small now, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And you can see it's sitting in front of my robot body, and I don't really want that. So if I do a right click on it and then I click on order, I can actually send the Roomba to the back of the screen behind my robot image right here. So now I have my Roomba underneath. So now I have my thing for movement. But remember, I want to label it. So I'm going to come back up here to my lines. And this time I'm just going to pick a regular line. And I'm going to draw an arrow to my device here. And then click on text box. This box up here with a T on it will allow me to type. So I'm going to click over here and drag. And then I'm going to type in what this is. So I'm going to say that this robot part is the Roomba for vacuuming scraps. Oops, I spelled vacuuming wrong. That's okay. Vacuuming scraps. I can click on this here and it will help me to spell that correctly. Thank you for helping me, computer. Roomba for vacuuming scraps and for being able to move. And the system that is for being able to move is called mobility. So I'm going to type in the word mobility, since that's one of my 6 subsystems, I'm going to actually change the color so it stands out so that my teacher can tell that I have included it, since it's important to include. So it is 3 little dots up here, and the letter A with the color underneath will allow me to change the color of my text. So I'm going to change it to blue and maybe even underline it so it really stands out. Okay, so that is how you can create shapes. You can draw, you can also use lines, you can import images, and then that's how you include text. Once you're totally done with your picture, you can hit save and close, and then it will put your picture on your page underneath where it says robot design with labels. So that way you make sure that you've included everything. Okay, obviously I'm not done, but it shows you how you can work on yours. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.